Seah, what's your favourite line from Return of the Jedi?
Oh, I've got two, but I'm going to give you the shorter answer, which is, I don't know, fly casual.
I actually had that one put down as an option. That stayed with me for so long after watching the film originally.
Such a good line.
Yeah.
Hey, Branwen, what's your favourite line from Return of the Jedi?
I too have two, and I'm going to have to just pick one on the fly. Basically, every time Ian McDiarmid opens his mouth is my favourite line.
Yeah,
like every scene, he just eats it up. I'm going to say, oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
Nice.
We're going to revisit him because...
We're going to revisit him,
Yeah.
He's
he
great.
Basically gives all of his...
So much for this being a snappy opener.
Yeah. So you are listening to Sisters of the Force, a Star Wars podcast with me, Branwen.
And me, Seah.
And this week we're delving into episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. What a movie.
What a movie.
A movie. It was so good to watch.
Do you know, this is the first one that I've watched and questioned my parents' decision to let me watch them so young.
What in particular made you feel like that?
It's terrifying. And also I'm pretty sure that I had a reoccurring nightmare about Jabba's little mate for like years.
Understandable.
I used to have a dream about him where he stole my brother. It was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really bad stress dream about this little creature stealing the baby, and I had to go and get the baby back, and it was grim.
He is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
But as we go through and watch some of the other TV shows, you'll maybe feel like you've had a bit of comeuppance.
Okay.
on our Kowakian monkey lizard friends.
Okay, cool.
Probably what's not so good is to let you know that there are more than one.
I feel okay about him now. And actually, it was this time when I was watching it, it was the Rancor. I was like, oh, I definitely watched this too young. I turned out all right.
Yeah, you turned out a Star Wars fan, which is the main thing. So you must have seen it when you're very young. Have you got any like specific memories of then, apart from the Kowakian monkey lizard, or like anything that's happened to you since or stuck with you since? Or
Yeah. So for this one, I have a really, really strong memory of watching this, and slight callback to, I've been asking, since we started doing this, I've been asking, how do I know these things?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
But actually, I've remembered how I know these things. It's because I went to the Dan Sheridan School of Star Wars, which he's a friend of my parents. So my parents have...
Thank you, Dan, wherever you are.
Thank you, Dan. Little shout out to Dan there. And Kelly, his wife. They were the Star Wars nerds, or Dan especially was the Star Wars nerd. So he just taught us, me and his oldest daughter, we got schooled in Star Wars, and I have a really vivid memory of watching Return of the Jedi with Jessica, his oldest. So we were like, I remember being tucked up in Kel and Dan's bed watching Return of the Jedi together. So
amazing.
We would have been very little. But the other thing I remember about Dan is he had all of the Star Wars figures in the wardrobe. So you opened up the wardrobe and they were all in their packaging and they were all in there, and we weren't allowed to play with them.
Oh my god!
In their packaging,
in
unbroken.
Their packaging,
I wonder if
like
he's still got
unbroken.
But yeah, he had so many, and it was like both wardrobe doors. And I just remember being a kid and being like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" But I'm not allowed to touch. He did have duplicates that we were allowed to play with.
Yeah, I guess that was the thing. If you're like a serious collector, you need to have at least 2 of each. I've recently started collecting again, having sold my collection when I was like 12
What?
for 30 quid. What? But yeah, I'm building them again. I'm going to have to find another cupboard to put them in. But I immediately break them out of the packaging.
Yeah.
I'm not like that kind of a collector. I just want to have them out.
Different things. Pose them. Play with them.
Different scenarios. That was a lush memory though. And it's lush to think of your Star Wars fam, you know, like I've got a similar like Star Wars fan connection, and I'm going to shout out my friend Paul Laws, who used to DM us when we played Star Wars, the role-playing game, the West End Games RPG back in the early 90s, I think it would have been. And I had forgotten all about the fact that the campaign that he wrote that we played, in which I played Durand Beck, smuggler, with her own ship called the Banshee.
Of course.
After which I later named the van that I had when I was at uni. This is the level we're talking about. Anyway, Paul wrote his campaign set around the time of Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So in the early part of the campaign, we were just aware of galactic events, but it ended up, he managed to write it to the point where we're with the Rebel fleet at the Sullust, you know, massing, where Akbar gives his speech and all that kind of thing. And to the point where you see some of the Rebel crew going up the ramp of the shuttle that they've nicked, and there's a hooded character going up the ramp with this big brown cloak on, and that, according to Paul, is one of our like role-playing game party. So we went on that shuttle in the game.
Nice.
And ended up on Endor, and one of our players joined the campaign late. They came in around that time and chose to play Ewok, and it scarred me for life. I can still hear my friend Ian saying yep about everything. Witcher, yep.
Excellent.
So annoying. But no, it's a brilliant campaign, and we did get to be there on Endor.
That sounds fun.
The fights by the rebels. Yeah, you got any favourite moments in the film? I mean, there's millions.
There's lots of moments. Favourite moments? Oh my gosh. Watching it again this morning, the whole of the Jabba's palace sequence, there is so much going on in there. I was just like, I have whiplash every single what is happening? There are so many sounds, and it's like goes from being like really, really quite chill and casual to being really quite horrific.
Yeah.
Because there's torture, there's
murder.
More torture, murder. It's really horrendous. Again.
It is, yeah. They cram a lot in. It is action-packed, and I mean, there is an Act 1 of the final film of a trilogy, and it absolutely delivers on all of that.
Yeah.
It's probably the thing I think of the most. When I think of Return of the Jedi, I think of that
opening sequence. Yeah. I think I do as well. There was a whole like section at the beginning which I had forgotten happens.
Oh wow! Oh, you mean like pre?
Because I just always assumed that it opens with R2 and 3PO going to Jabba's palace.
Me too.
But
What's
it doesn't.
That all about? No, we get the scene with Jar Jar welcoming Vader, and it's I need more men. It's that scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is lush.
And I was just like, I completely forgot that this was even a thing.
Yeah. Talking about that particular opening, what hit me a lot was the difference in the way that we see the Death Star. Like everything is upscale.
Yeah.
Everything looks sort of like there's super tiny details, which I don't think we got in A New Hope. And I think they were, I mean, throughout the film, there is incredible use of matte painting, which I think they had really mastered. I don't think they originated it. I'm not sure whether it started with Lucasfilm, but they absolutely nailed it. I remember reading some behind the scenes book and interviews with the matte painting artists who are just so into it, and like the way they use glass and they paint the painting onto the glass so they can light from behind, and so you get real light coming out.
Yeah.
So scenes like that overhead shot of the docking bay when Vader's shuttle comes in, and all the actually a small section of troops compared to when we see him later on when the Emperor turns up. But like the kind of the way it's all lit, and it looks so real. I never even thought for a second that it was a matte painting. It's unbelievable. And then juxtapose that with like the Ewok village or the shot of Jabba's palace. You know, it's like these incredible paintings that the characters just like slot into seamlessly. It's really good.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about how they did it. You're just totally in it.
Yeah, it's so realistic. It's not like CGI even. Like sometimes the CGI, you're just a bit, as we'll find out with the next film a little bit, because they were just starting that journey with that film. Whereas with this one, they were at the top of their game. And I feel like even though it's a very, very old movie now, like 42 years old, my gosh.
Really?
Yeah. But those techniques of the painting and some of the creature effects, and like Yoda was a bit better and all of that. I just love all of that.
It was gorgeous. It's very visually like nice in a way that A New Hope wasn't.
yeah, definitely. It doesn't look like an old film in so much of a way. It's really beautifully made. They were definitely, like I say, at the peak of their game, I think, tech-wise, and really knew what they were doing. Whereas I think with The New Hope, they were figuring it out as they went along.
And probably had slightly less budget too.
Zero budget compared to Jedi, where I'm guessing they had quite a big budget.
Oh, we'll give them money now.
Yeah. We trust this is going to be a successful film. I think. So Jabba's Palace. Yeah, Jabba's Palace. Like, there are stories about every thing, like you can tell all the details, even at the time before all the novels and stuff have come out, and short stories and what have you, about all of those aliens and characters and stuff. But even back then, like the Star Wars figures, you could buy loads of them, like all of the background aliens. Whereas when A New Hope came out, there were a few of the Cantina figures, but not by any means all of them. Whereas Return of the Jedi felt like you could get all of the guards, all of the randos in the background. Reese, who you talked about last week.
I had that one.
I noticed something about Reese, which actually, this is beautiful. It ties in with our tracking of droid behavior that we were talking about last time, that we were going to monitor how droids
we might have
anthropomorphize, whatever the word is. When Leia has just rescued Han and Jabba opens the curtains, or Jabba doesn't, but somebody opens the curtains, and Jabba and all his goons are there, and all the other goons are on the other side of them, and they're trapped, and they've been caught in the act of freedom. If you look carefully behind Jabba, 3PO's there looking very upset, understandably, and Reese has got his hand over 3PO's mouth.
Yeah, that happens a couple of times.
It does in this film. I'd never noticed the obviously they were trying to keep 3PO quiet so that he didn't. So his behavioral circuits are so strong that putting your hand over, because 3PO would obviously want to call out Captain Solo,
They want to.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. He'd want to call him out. Oh, I didn't notice him in the background of that one.
I've never seen, in all the times I've watched it,
wow.
Never noticed it. But I think my brain was like, I'm looking for details. So I was just scanning everything. It's only like a 2-second shot.
2-second shot.
I was like, yes, another droid behavioral
evidence. Thing. Yeah, because then later on he talks about his programming not letting him on Endor. He goes, my programming doesn't let me interpret. It
just wouldn't be proper.
Yeah, my programming won't let me
impersonate a deity.
Impersonates the word. Impersonate a deity. Yeah, that's what he says. That was one of my other favourite lines. I love that.
yeah. 3PO's got some banging lines, actually.
Yeah. I thought I can't have a 3PO line 2 weeks running. I could have.
Yeah. Hand lines are always a winner. I don't know if it's the way they write Han or whether it's the way Harrison delivers it. It's all good. Yeah. Can't really go wrong. Still on Jabba's Palace. We're going to be talking about Jabba's Palace for a little while.
We are. I had a question.
Yeah.
Timelines.
Oh, God.
What is going on? How long between the end of Empire Strikes Back and beginning of Return of the Jedi, and then how long between the droids going, does Leia show up, and then how long between Leia showing up, does Luke show up, but what is going on?
Okay, I think it's like supposed to be several months, possibly even more. I can't remember. Somebody was talking about this the other day on a podcast, so I can't remember the result. But it is months. It's taken them a while to build this plan.
Okay.
Of course, it is the most convoluted plan ever portrayed in cinema history.
It's got a lot of moving parts.
It has, which were they all really necessary? Could they not just have all gathered together and marched on Jabba's Palace and just get him out? No, this elaborate pantomime of different people arriving at different times. And I'm sure Leia, being taken into slavery must not have been on Leia's like list of things to do as part of this plan. So maybe it was a plan with a lot of contingency plans.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm guessing. But yeah, I think it's several months before they enact it.
Right.
According to the opening scene, Lando and Chewie are already there.
Yeah, and they've been missing for a while because 3PO says they never came back.
Which I don't understand the Chewie side of that. I get the Lando bit because he's clearly been undercover with his like funky
But then Leia
skiff
brings
guard.
Chewie in.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a. I'm guessing Chewie and Lando were probably scouting and like seeing what they could get away with and figuring it out. With Lando being in person and maybe Chewie being like a second for Lando to like sneak out at night, feed him information that he can report back to the rebels and then go back in and carry on his subterfuge as skiff guard number 4 or whatever it is. And then I think I don't know. Yeah, I think nobody's ever really figured out how long. Like between, I mean, in the film, it's just like you said at the beginning, it's like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
It's like one thing after the next, after the next. No sooner has like Leia been chained up as like Luke's coming in.
Then Luke
to
turns up,
him. So I don't know. That's interesting.
It almost looks like it was later that night. Like they've just changed her outfit and chained her up, and then Luke shows up. But it's like she's also looks pretty resigned to this at this point. So I don't know.
I feel like Luke wouldn't have wanted Leia to be in that situation for very long.
No.
So I would imagine it would be like the very next day, or very soon after. Yeah. I loved hearing Huttese. It's the most Huttese I think we've had in Star Wars. Like there's a lot of it. We hear Bib Fortuna speaking it. We hear the door droid thing speaking it. The rhythm of it when the door droid speaks it and how 3PO answers. It's like da 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 da. It's like this amazing rhythmic conversation. And I love the way that different creatures and different species speak Huttese.
Yeah.
Like Bib Fortuna, the Twi'lek, he speaks it with a slightly French accent, which has rippled into like Star Wars canon because all Twi'leks now speak French. Well, they speak in basic, but with French accent. Yeah, I don't know if they just hire French voice actors to play Twi'leks in the animated shows, but they're very. I mean, occasionally, and like Hera, who's one of the main characters in Rebels, speaks with an American accent. However, when in Rebels she goes back to Ryloth to meet her dad, who's got the heavy French accent, she starts speaking with like a transatlantic French American accent. And the voice actor Vanessa Marshall, she does such a great job of like Hera, who's adapted her basic to sound American like the rest of the Rebel Alliance, but when she's with her fam, it kind of
sneaks back
goes back. I love it. I love
That's clever.
And then you've got Jabba's like big pompous way of speaking, which always sounds very slangy, and
his voice is incredible. Listening to it, like the sound design on his voice is incredible.
Like, it is amazing.
Whoa.
There's like pitch shifters and all sorts going on, but it still sounds like a being. I've tried to emulate like that kind of deep monster voice in the past in some of my work, and it's not as easy.
Little altar boy sound toys.
I've just picked that one up actually in the sale recently.
It's little altar boy.
I did have there's Waves have done one as well. Sorry, Star Wars fans were just geeking out on
now we're talking plugins.
Music software. But there is a software plugin specifically for making monster voices. In fact,
I've got one.
Told me about
it. Probably. Yeah, what's it called? I can't remember.
No, I can't.
That's good. No shout out to them.
But you can add like a certain amount of like squelchiness, and it's got all different factors that you add into it.
Oh, that's going to annoy me that I can't remember the name of it now. But I use that all the time.
Yeah.
But I use that with Little Altar Boy.
Oh, okay.
That tends to be what I do. And I'll have like a clean. Sorry. This is my nerd talk. I'll have a clean one going through the Monster Maker and one going through Little Altar Boy, and I will weave the three of them together.
Amazing. That sort of sounds like what they've done with Jabba, because it is like there are multiple pitches in his voice. Yeah, the sound design generally in the like the acoustics.
The acoustics of the palace, I wrote that down as well.
With the Max Rebo band. Initially, when we first hear them, they're playing some like Baroque, like space Baroque.
Yeah.
It's all very classical, and Jabba's like chilling. And then when they're playing, I have to confess, immediately after watching the movie on Disney Plus, I had to go on YouTube and watch the original
bit, yeah.
Because Jedi rocks, I get it.
Yeah.
I know why they added that in.
Yeah.
But the original song is a bop. It's so good.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but I did miss it.
They do a great job of, because there's another song that they play after. And when Boosh is like going to hang out, when Leia's dressed as Boosh, and she's had the deal with, and Chewbacca's gone off to the prison, and she's just there hanging out, catching Boba Fett's eye.
Yeah.
The band goes into a different tune, and it's the same tune that we hear in Sail Barge, like a few scenes later.
Yeah.
And the sound design, I wrote down the sound design with the Sail Barge scene is spectacular, because the camera's jumping from like inside the sail barge to on one of the skiffs to a wide shot and like all different shots. And every time we see it, like the music keeps playing, but it's jumping like all of the different environments, like the reverb and the distance. It's so good. Clever. Even I think there's a bit of like Doppler effect as the sail barge goes past, I think, and the tune just, I might be imagining that. But,
you're just so used to it. So used to the Doppler.
I can imagine. Yeah, well, it's all done so seamlessly. I think, again, it was one thing I only noticed properly this first time. It's like, oh, wow, they really got the details of that.
Yeah. That's wild.
I wanted to talk about Eve 99, who is the boss droid.
The boss of the torture dungeon.
Yeah. I mean, I think I heard somebody talk about it on another podcast, which I'm not going to name, but they were referring to the droid as a he, but it's definitely a she.
Definitely she.
The fact that she's called EV99, and it specifically says pronounced Eve, which is obviously, you know, the first woman. So she's like this boss. There's
boss robot.
Apart from the fact that I love her, and I love her like cadence, she's very like classic droid.
Yeah,
like,
she's great.
Monotone, but it's just about manages to somehow like put some sinister foreboding in her voice, even though she's monotone.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know how they made that voice. Like, it's like a wheezy vocoder sort of.
Yeah, there's something very odd going on there.
There's some weird filtering. Ring modulator, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, comb filtery thing.
Yeah. Anyway, she's super cool. There's loads of stuff about her in the expanded stuff now.
Is there?
Like, I mean, I think there probably was in the previous Legends, you know, range of expanded universe, but in the new Disney, post-Disney expanded universe, there's loads too.
Oh, wow.
There's a great short story about how she saw that R2 had never had his memory erased.
Oh.
And she wanted that. She could see the power of that. So she was trying to like create a situation where she could maintain her memories and avoid the weekly or whatever it is, erase that they go through. So she's super cool. She's also known as the Queen of Durasteel and the Mistress of Mayhem, apparently.
Excellent.
And she ends up, when you watch, no, this isn't a spoiler, but when Mando ends up at the cantina in Mos Eisley Spaceport in an episode, which you may have seen if you've watched part of Mandalorian, I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I need to watch it again.
She's now running Chalmers Spaceport Cantina, which is that one, which is really cool because originally, I can't remember the guy's name who runs it, Wolf, something like that. He says, "We don't serve their kind in here," about the droids.
Yeah. And then suddenly
now by the time of Mando, we've gone full circle. It's now being run by droids.
Excellent.
And it's her that's running it. So she has a great story arc. We love her.
I did have a little droid torture. What is up with that? And again, they seem to feel pain. It's so horrible.
Yeah, he's screaming and kicking his legs. The poor thing. And the one that's been
being pulled apart and it's still screaming. It's horrible.
It's brutal. Did you notice that shot as 3PO gets taken out of the room when he's been having his conversation with her? And he's like, oh, and he puts his hand up in the air. And directly behind him, there's a different design white protocol droid, like half a droid from the waist up, that's like chucked in the corner in the same posture.
In the same position. Yeah,
and he's like standing right. It's really cool. I think I had noticed that before, but it really made me laugh this time. But yeah, I don't know. What is that all about? Is that
what is that all about?
Because they can just put restraining bolts on the droids. They don't have to like do anything to keep them.
They don't have to physically torture them. It's so grim.
So very dark.
So grim.
There is a whole movement again in the expanded stuff. It's not really been dealt with very much. I'm pretty sure they are planning to at some point. I think it's in the Aftermath trilogy mentioned somewhere in one of the interludes, and it's hinted at. There's a piece of graffiti in, I think it's episode 1 of Mandalorian season 2, I think, and he's walking through, I can't remember what planet he's on, but he's walking through a sort of cityscape, and it's like very post-apocalyptic, and there's like graffiti on all the walls, and that some of the graffiti is about the droid uprising. I can't remember what the name they gave it. It's like this whole movement that happened post-Empire, where the droids went, they formed together to like, break the shackles of
torturing us.
Droid life. Yeah. So that would, feed into that quite a lot when you think about it.
Wow.
Yeah, fair play to the droids. I love, there's a great Jabba's palace shot, just an establishing shot in between scenes, and it's twilight, I think, and there's a little frog-like creature.
And
it eats a little insect,
and it eats the insect creature.
And it's become like part of Star Wars film language. Because now there's so many in both the new films that they've made. I don't remember it so much in the prequels. We'll have to track it when we watch the prequels. But definitely in the sequel movies, there's definitely some of this where they have just like an establishing shot of somewhere, and then in the foreground there's a little creature of some kind.
So like,
it's in Kenobi as well, I think, when he goes to the big city planet, and we see like a thing going across some electric wire or whatever, some like rat type creatures. In Force Awakens, there's that beaked creature on Jakku when there's flying into Nima Outpost. I can't wait to watch that again.
I haven't seen this one for years, actually. That's a good point. Ooh, exciting.
Any more Jabba's Palace stuff?
Yes. Leia. We have to talk about Leia.
Yeah.
So
what do you got to say?
What am I thinking? I'm thinking we haven't talked about her enough for being incredible, impeccable all the time. And then in this one, that was my favorite Leia figure was Bounty Hunter Leia.
Yeah, me too.
And
by miles.
And she had a little rattly bomb, and it made a little noise. And I think she was my favorite partly because she was the only one that could fit in the X-Wing. Because the ones in skirts don't fit in the X-Wing.
No, right, that makes sense. Yeah. She's just sort of, did you have the one where you could take the helmet off?
Yeah.
When I started my collection again, that was the first figure I bought on eBay.
Was it?
Yeah.
I loved it. That figure went everywhere with me for several years.
So good. I mean, everything about it is good. It's Leia for starters, but like the design of that bounty hunter is awesome.
So good.
Like for me, that is Leia at her most hot.
Yes.
Like I know, exactly. And immediately after that, we see her in slave
gold bikini. Yes. So I think there's a whole thing about like blokes realizing that they're having sexual awakenings or whatever, seeing the gold bikini.
I'm sure they did.
But there's hundreds of stories about that. But what about the bisexual girls that were more confused by the bounty hunter outfit?
100%. And as a pansexual trans woman, I can absolutely vouch for that exact thing. When I look back, of course, it makes so much sense now.
Of course.
Like I could, she's very attractive in the slave bikini, but
it wasn't practical.
Bounty hunter outfit, when she takes her helmet off and her hair just falls down a little bit, I'm like,
amazing.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's incredible. I mean, that whole thing and the way she takes out Jabba is spectacular. That is so amazing. I'm so glad. Like, they've made that whole sequence untouchable in terms of like what anybody might say about the male gaze and about Leia in a bikini. Did we really need Carrie to do that? But it says so much. Like it says so much. It's a really powerful sequence. The fact that it's her. It's like she didn't have to. She could have just escaped and then they blew up the sail barge. But they showed her by hand with no tools or anything else, no weapons, killing
I will throttle
galaxy's biggest gangster. You know? It's like he's the godfather of the galaxy far away. and she takes him out in a
Yeah.
bikini with her bare hands.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Mic drop, leave it. You can
Yeah.
all go home.
Written and directed by.
Yeah. Done. It would have been fine if it ended there.
Yeah, so good. So good.
I know.
I loved her language, the UB's language, which is Bush's race. But I don't know who Bush was, whether he or she had to forfeit their armor for Leia to wear. But the language Leia obviously learned. I mean, we only hear two phrases. He says quite a lot of different things. I say he. I always assumed he was a he until it was Leia.
They call him he in the quite often. They're referring to him as a he.
3PO,
until she takes the helmet off.
Yeah, just as part of the subterfuge, which is cool. But anyway, as a bounty hunter, Leia just says, your dot, and then there's one other phrase, which I can't remember, but it's being used for multiple different sentences with the subtitles. Which, by the way,
tell me,
when you watched it, can you remember if the Huttese subtitles were in like white text at the bottom of the screen, like with black background, like those kind of strip subtitles that pop up?
Oh, what, today or?
Yeah, when you watched it today, when Jabba speaks, we get subtitles for the Huttese.
Oh, I don't know.
And does it come up in a white font? Because in my head, and I'm sure I've seen screenshots of it, originally it was blue text in the same font as a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I think.
I remember blue font, but I don't think it was today.
No, I think Disney Plus have
changed it.
But they're probably easier to read on a small device and that kind of thing.
I remember a lot of the subtitles being in blue originally.
I think they were in A New Hope as well, blue or green, when Greedo's speaking. Yeah. Anyway, totally geeky thing I noticed. I just missed. I missed
it being blue.
The blue subtitles or green or whatever they were.
Whatever they used to be. Yeah, that's fair. I also just wrote down. Oh, we've got women now. There's women in Jabba's palace. there's been no women in the galaxy apart from Leia up until now.
Yeah, and I think there are a few women in the rebel briefing as well, and Mon Mothma obviously. I don't know if we got as far as women pilots. In this
maybe
episode.
Not quite.
Not sure. There's plenty now, thank goodness. But yeah. Oh yeah, the Wilhelm scream number. I think there are two. As we're tracking Wilhelm screens, the sail barge. The first skiff guard that Luke.
It's the second one. The second lackey that gets chucked in the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure later on. I feel it could be when Chewbacca's hurling troopers out of the AT-ST walkers.
Yeah. There is another fabulous scream there, but I'm not sure it's the Wilhelm scream.
It might not be a Wilhelm,
But it sounds quite simple, because I laughed at it as well. Because I was like, that's close, but it's not quite.
I think
it's like
Wilhelm
someone. Yeah, I think it's someone imitating the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, trying to catch us out. But they're not going to. Because we are hunters of the Wilhelm. That's the new podcast name.
Hunters of the Wilhelm scream. There's plenty of films to find it. Yeah, because I wrote that down. I wrote, there's another great scream. Another.
So we got more women. We got more screams.
We got more screams. We have more than one scream.
I think we got a tiny bit less droid banter. I mean, there is a fair amount of droid banter throughout the film. Generally, I'm talking now.
Yeah, there is a bit less. Oh, the other thing I had written down for Jabba's palace was the sound design of the carbonite unfreezing. Is incredible.
Yes, and I mean, it's hard to go back. I didn't do my memories thing about this. Oh, well, never mind. This part of this is this.
This is it.
Going back to seeing it the first time, which I've got more hope of remembering because I was 10 at this point.
Yeah.
And I remember queuing outside the cinema and I'd bought the novelization.
Yeah.
I think it was the junior version possibly because they brought out 2 different paperbacks of it. Beside the point. But I remember watching the movie and like, I've been living with 3 years of Hanning Carbonite at this point.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like waiting to find out if he's going to escape, which of course we knew he would, but like the anxiety of that and that scene, we didn't know it was Leia at this point. I frankly didn't care at this
Yeah.
point because we just like it's really difficult to describe the feeling of like as that sound design kind of filters into nothingness and Han slumps forward and you're like, oh, thank goodness.
He's going to be okay.
Like 3 years of pent up
Yeah,
stress of worrying about Han.
Wow.
And so the length of that sequence of sound design and the way it builds up and there's extra layers as she pushes different buttons or whatever.
It's just
so
beautiful. Cool. It's so like everything else kind of drops away and you just get these little kind of ice cracking sounds and like all this little popping and fizzing, and it's like
with like the synthy bubbly like of the actual tech.
With the bubbles. Yeah.
I really love
So cool.
the like physical lights thing. I mean, I love all this old Star Wars tech where it looks like arcade machine like play buttons and all of that. They've just nicked those things and put them into the sort of control panels. But like the control panel of that and the way that Leia presses certain things in a certain sequence and like the screen changes, like the little there's like an oscilloscope type readout thing with the green monochrome thing. It just looks so cool and really fitted with that all that sound work that went into it. It's so good.
That was my favorite sound design bit, I think. Maybe there's others.
Yeah, there are many. I mean, I think if I had to pick a favorite from the whole movie, the sound of the shuttle engines, the shuttle Tidarium. Like it's one of the first things we hear in that opening scene with Vader, and I think we see a Star Destroyer as usual. And I think the shuttle comes out and then we immediately get the shuttle flyby and it's just amazing, like unearthly engine. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful.
Nice. I had like 3 other things for sound though, so...
Well, can one of those take us somewhere else in the film? Because we've been hung up on Jabba's Palace.
We have been hung up. Well, Jabba's Palace lasts about half an hour and we've spent about that on this, so... Oh, the other thing... Yes, one of my sound design things was the speeders on Endor.
Yeah.
And that whole chase sequence.
It's wild.
And again, another fantastic Leia outfit. So
yeah, true. Oh, that you read my mind. I think we're on each other's head. Okay. I'd written down Leia in Bouche outfit is so hot.
Yeah.
was item number
First
29.
Point, yeah.
And then later on, when she comes out of the shuttle in the green poncho, I was like, ooh.
There we go.
But I'm not so keen on what she's... I think the idea, because I did have that figure, and I think the idea is she's still wearing almost the same outfit she was wearing at the briefing, which is more like a kind of army, like military type thing, and which I wasn't so keen on.
It's just
but with the poncho over it, the poncho and the helmet, loving it. But yeah, the moving away from Leia again. Back to the speeder bikes. Yes. What is it? In the intervening years, we've had the speeder bikes multiple times in different parts of the Star Wars franchise.
Do they ever sound like that?
Yes, always, which baffles me because I thought a lot of the sound effects were supposed to be creatures or Endor-like fauna, like birds, and because there is a lot of amazing bird and animal, constant birds and animals, which I really love. Stop it feeling like the Californian redwoods. Yeah. But I always thought a lot of the speed, like the woo-woo, that is kind of weird as they go around corners and go into like a new bit of wood. It makes these weird kind of almost animalistic sounds.
Yeah.
But when we've seen speeder bikes on Tatooine since, and we've seen them on Lothal, which is where Rebels begins, they always have those same sounds. Okay. So it is something to do with the speeder bike engines.
So it's the speeder bike that's making them.
They make these freaky kind of like
sounds.
Sort of weird echoey, high pitched boomy things.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the motorbike kind of squeal, but there are also those like weird things. I don't know if it's supposed to be gear changing or
I don't know. I just wrote down otherworldly motorbike chase.
yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. I feel like there are some controls that adjust like different things on the bike to make it go around corners and things, like little flaps and things to affect the repulsors. And I think that's probably what all those sounds could be.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like winging this. but I do love all of those sounds. It's a very memorable aspect of that sequence.
Really cool.
Terrifying scene. I find it hard to... My eyes hurt when I watch that
Watching
scene.
it. I love that Luke goes into a little bit of backseat driving and Leia's just like, get her off.
Yeah, he's like, pull up alongside this one.
Yeah.
She's like,
she's just like, leave me be.
who is driving this thing?
Get your own speeder.
Again, though, Leia just immediately reading the situation,
Yeah.
gets on a speeder bike and takes off.
Yeah.
Like barely waiting for Luke to get on. She's just on a mission.
Even in the briefing, she's like, "Oh, I wonder who's fool enough to to go for that mission." And Han's like, "Oh," and then she goes, "Oh yeah, I'm coming with you, obviously." What? You just okay, never mind.
As if I wouldn't. Yeah, I did cry a few tears in that briefing. Well, not so much in the briefing, but in the after briefing in the hangar when Lando is Han's giving Lando the Falcon to use, not literally giving, lending, not a scratch. And he's like, he almost changes his mind after. And there's a lot of, I don't know, I guess probably as well, since we've lived with Lando and Han for many years now in different iterations in different parts of the, Star Wars properties. Again, I suppose most recently the Solo movie, which is a brilliant movie. It got slated a bit when it came out by audiences, I think because The Last Jedi had come out about 6 months earlier and had upset people for whatever reason. It didn't upset some people. But I know it upset a lot of people. I personally love the heck out of it. But anyway, because of that, there was like this sort of like hatred against Disney. And so the film stood no chance, really. But I think it's amazing. I really, really love it as a movie. It's one of the most like fun watches. It's got so many cool sequences, so many cool characters. It's got loads of things that we love about Star Wars. It's got and it's got quite a bit of Lando and Donald Glover playing Lando. I think we mentioned this last week. He's so good at it. And so I guess with all of that stuff now, in our kind of DNA, having watched all of these other things, going back and watching that early conversation about the Falcon, which clearly means so much to both of them, was I think it was the beginning of like my emotional breakdown
from
that
there
happened
on
throughout the rest of the movie.
And we're gone.
It was just like a weeping mess by the end. It's like, here we go. Slightly relieved by some Ewok comedy.
There was lots of good Ewok comedy.
I do love Warwick Davis. I could see him wearing that costume. Like,
that is incredible.
So cool.
That was another question I had. Is it Warwick Davis voicing Wicket as well, or is it someone else voicing?
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, because the voicing's amazing as well.
It is. My guess is a voice actor. I think they like
voice actor, yeah.
Because I've written something about the Ewok language. Somewhere. Yeah, the language is so good, which again is a sound design thing. Yeah. It's a cross between like a variety, I think it's a cross between Tibetan and or something. I'm not sure if Tibetan is actually a language, but a language from there. And I think there's an African language that they maybe used as well, and they like borrowed sort of phrases and bits to get it. But it does all sound like pitched up. Yeah. In the same way as they did whatever it was last week we were talking about with the pitched up vocals, and I said it sounded like the Munchkin Jawas. Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think it's the same sort of technique, is it? Okay. Sped up. Do you think? I don't know. It sounded pitched up a little bit.
The noise that he makes, the first noise that he makes when he growls at Leia, my dog has made that exact growl before.
It's perfect, isn't it? I think it's like good voice actors, and they've done all the work with the language. Ben Burt going deep, and then I'm sure it's just pitched up about a tone or something. So it's not massively, not like Alvin and the Chipmunks. But it's just not human.
Yeah. But they've all got different timbres to their voices as well, haven't they?
Yes.
They're all they're so different.
And they all look different. Like they've got different colour fur, different builds. There's
different
some
facial
really
features.
Big chunky ones, some really tiny ones.
There's a baby one, which is super cute.
Oh, the baby Ewoks. We just want a baby Ewok.
And they're hiding. They get scared of C-3PO's
when
story.
3PO's telling the story. Yes. Love it. There's a couple of Ewok movies.
Oh, yeah.
That came out in the aftermath, I think. Okay. One is called Caravan of Courage. I think that's the first one.
Cool.
I think. And then I can't remember what the other one's called. They're both on Disney Plus.
Okay.
I watched one of them. and I've not watched the other. It was actually much better. I only watched it for the first time a few years ago. Like I didn't see it in the 80s when it came out. I remember it coming out.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I didn't get to see it then. I don't know
it.
why. I think maybe it never got to the cinema because I've got a feeling they were straight to VHS.
Right.
And
that kind of makes sense.
Like VHS time was like, if I went to the video shop, it didn't have very often. And I didn't have like endless budget for VHS rental. So I would probably have rented A New Hope again. You know, I'd like look at the Caravan of Courage and be like, I should watch this, but not going to do a rewatch. But yeah, I did watch one recently and was actually impressed by it.
Okay.
It's clearly outside the Star Wars. Like it is set on Endor, and it is the Ewoks. And I got a feeling Wicket might be in them. It might be Warwick Davis again, but it's clearly not connected to the Star Wars galaxy, really, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I did go on a little hunt after we talked a couple of weeks ago for Ewok plushies, and they do exist, but they are shit.
We need some good ones.
Disneyfied and they're gross. There's like loads of fan made ones. If you go on Pinterest, there's loads of like fan made felted ones, and they're gorgeous. But yeah, the actual official Disney ones are rubbish.
Okay, podcast sideline.
Yeah.
Ewok merch.
I can start making Ewoks. I'm sure I could learn how to crochet them.
Oh, definitely. My eyes have just fallen on point number 73 on my list of things to talk about. On Ewoks are brutal.
They're
literally going to eat humans.
They're going to eat them.
Humans.
And then they're like, they fight brutal as well.
Yeah, they do not mess about.
They fight so brutal.
Yeah.
And they're just like lobbing rocks at stormtroopers.
I love all those little. Those are some of the most memorable bits of the whole Endor thing for me. Is the little like montages of Ewoks in action.
Yeah.
And so you get like the two logs swinging.
Oh, that's incredible.
Flattening the head, and then like the rolling them out, and the walkers wobbling around on top of the logs, and them grabbing, like throwing a rope around its leg.
They're all holding on.
Yeah.
Being dragged along in a little line.
The most awful one is how they somehow lasso one, and it's attached to a tree, the speeder bike troopers.
And it goes all the way around and just
spins around in like ever concentric circles until it explodes.
They are
and
brutal.
I swear they came around, they were barbecuing like as they go along.
And then right at the end they make instruments out of all the trooper helmets, and they're playing the trooper helmets like a xylophone.
They really are. Well, like circling back to my role-playing game partner, Ian, he did play his I can't remember what his Ewok's name was. It was something very classic Ewok, like a 2-syllable name ending in a vowel or whatever. And he played it brutal.
Yeah.
He did. He absolutely got it. I seem to remember with the stats, when you build a character in a role-playing game, you for those that have never played, you create like a character with a bunch of different statistics based on their different like personality traits or strengths and weaknesses and so on. And I seem to think his stats were like all about hand-to-hand combat. And nothing on anything else really.
Similar in D&D when you've got like smaller characters, hand-to-hand tend to be better.
Yeah, like dwarves have great constitution, but elves are more dexterous.
Yeah.
But Ewoks, they're quite tough and strong, good at fighting.
Strong. They are completely brutal.
They are.
It's quite surprised at how brutal they are.
They also happen to have like a wardrobe of like full-sized women's wardrobe for Leia to wear.
Oh yeah,
like this kind of gorgeous
gown.
Where
did they get that from? That was my second favourite Leia figure, actually, was the one with the Ewoks.
I didn't know there was. Well, I never got that one.
I had that one.
Okay, eBay.
But she had, but most of her hair was plastic, apart from the 2 braids at the front.
Oh, weird.
Which were actual hair, which was weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But she could also fit in the X-Wing because her skirt was fabric.
Oh, cool. So, yeah. Did she have like trouser things on underneath?
No, she had nothing underneath.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Barbie underneath.
Because I feel like she had like kind of pantaloon things on, but that's probably my memory. I don't remember if we even saw her ankles.
I don't know if we do see her ankles.
So
we've seen a lot more of her in this film already.
Once we're in into like the Ewok village, and the whole thing's
Yeah.
been resolved about them being friends and everything, and they've joined the tribe.
Yeah.
It's from that scene after that where Luke slips out and Leia goes out after him. I'd forgotten the details of that scene, really.
I think I block out the details of that scene.
Me too, for two reasons. One is obviously the emotional thing, which is what we're going to get into, I think, here.
Yeah.
The other is obviously like the plot hole of Leia thinking she remembers her mother, which
Yes.
I think we'll just explain away. It's just Leia's like fake child memory. When you have memories as a kid that aren't actually real. So we're just, as Lucas is the one that wrote the resolution of that, like, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the emotional toll of that scene, I'd forgotten. And the way John Williams, like, the music is kind of like fairly predictable for most of the scene. And he's using like the different themes in different ways to, like, as Luke is telling his part of the story and Leia's telling her part of the story, and Luke, is deciding to go and she's trying to persuade him not to and all of that.
Yeah.
And then Han comes out and we get this little scene. But at the end, when she says, "Hold me," and by the way, I am in floods
of tears by that point, yeah.
There's like this minor 7 chord or something that swells, that's like really detached from the rest of anything we've heard in the trilogy so far. It's like Williams saved that chord or that like voicing or what, I can't quite work out what it is, but there's something about it that's really intense. The closest I can connect it to in my mind is the Dies Irae bit we were talking about 2 episodes ago, where Luke goes and sees his uncle and aunt as skeletons. And it's a similar, because that's a kind of a minor 9 vibe. And this has got a similar thing, and there's a bit of movement to it as Han holds her, like, and she's just breaking down. Oh my God, what a scene.
That's interesting.
And you're not really recovered from that.
No.
And it cuts immediately to Luke talking with Vader.
Yeah.
Which again is brutal. Like, fair play to David Prowse. Like, by this point, David Prowse knew that his voice was not Vader. Like, when they were shooting A New Hope, he thought his voice was going to be it. And he didn't know until he saw it in the cinema. Yeah. Which is pretty brutal. But by this point, he knew that. But his physical acting in that scene, like, he barely does anything. Like, obviously we can't see his face, but he's very like still as Vader a lot of the time anyway. And like, he's with Luke, and I mean, Hamill is doing a lot of the kind of carrying of that as well.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of our feelings are tied up with Luke and his absolute determination that his father's going to be good. He truly believes it. I mean, he says that line pretty much.
Yeah.
So we're carrying that emotion, but we're starting to realize that this isn't necessarily Luke's story. And I absolutely love that scene is really what it sets us in motion for the prequels.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, of course, Return of the Jedi, it's Anakin. It's not talking about Luke. It's about Anakin. And it sort of shifts the whole focus. I think like the Leia and Luke scene almost puts Luke's story to bed. That's almost the end of it, of like, I now just need to go and confront Vader. That's all I need to do. And so he's done his emotional stuff. He's told Leia what he knows. She's bonded with him over that. And like, they've had their moment. And really, they don't come back together again until like an Ewok party at the end.
Yeah.
But from then on, it's kind of it really shifts to Vader's story, which is awesome. I think that's why I love that final sequence.
Yeah.
I mean, the final sequence is badass. Like, we've got 3 stories going on.
They're all going on at the same time.
Yeah. Like he never loses. I say he, the director, like, never loses pace.
No.
At any point. It's just so
and it's
good.
like, it's seamless, going one to the other, and you're like, okay, now we're here. Okay.
Yeah. And like, it feels like it's kind of real time.
Yeah.
But sort of, but like, sometimes you're kind of aware that we've gone back a few minutes maybe, to like overlap
just
the stories
simultaneously.
It's so good. It's one of the best like third acts of a film in my memory. I'm trying to think of another film. Maybe Alien has a brilliant third act. Which is like constant tension and Sigourney Weaver just being so awesome.
Great. Yeah.
But then I'm trying to think of other films that have it's just the best Act 3. Like, it's just such a great Act 3.
It is good.
Like, it's got everything. It's got like action. There's some comedy. There's still quite a bit of comedy on Endor, particularly.
Han Solo going and tapping the storm.
Yeah. I think I got it. I've got it. No, you haven't.
Genuine, like, when they're trying to distract him, he genuinely goes and taps him on the shoulder and then runs around the other side like a child.
So, and then he just shrugs.
Yeah.
As all these Ewoks
Yeah.
No, I was thinking you meant the bit where he's trying to like.
Oh, when he's trying to hotwire the doors,
hotwire the door, and he thinks he's got another door closed.
Another door, yeah.
So good. And there's lots of comedy with like the Ewoks and Chewie.
Yeah.
Chewie, like, I've spoken to lots of people about this, and everybody I know seems to be in denial about it. There is a 100% Tarzan reference.
There is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you heard that.
I heard it. I heard it,
okay.
And I don't know whether that was in there originally.
I remember it as a kid.
Okay.
So to me, it's always been there.
It has always been there. Yeah, there is.
I remember
Tarzan
laughing
reference.
at it as a kid because at that time, Tarzan was on the TV on Saturday mornings. You know, it's that kind of era. It's like 50s or 60s Tarzan.
Yeah.
I can't remember what era. Black and white, Tarzan and Jane. Like, this is what kids were watching in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was like fresh in our minds. We've heard that war cry every Saturday morning. And
there is a Tarzan reference.
Yeah.
And as soon as he goes, he does it. But it's like a Wookiee version of a Tarzan scream.
It's definitely Chewie doing it. I don't know how they did that because they wouldn't have got one of their like bears or walruses or whatever it is that they recorded to get the Wookiee sounds. Can you just
it suddenly does sound a little bit more human.
A little bit human, yeah.
When that happens. Yeah. So, yeah.
I've been listening to an audiobook this week of one of the first book trilogies that came out in the early 90s. And is being read by Mark Thompson, who reads probably most of the Star Wars books. And he's an incredible voice actor. I think he mostly keeps getting the gig because his Han is like flawless. It just sounds like Harrison Ford. But he does all of them brilliantly. He's incredible. And he does like alien voices, and he knows what all of these Star Wars aliens sound like. He's really into Star Wars. Like, I follow him on Instagram, and he's at all the cons. He's absolutely in it. But he's one of the only ones that does Chewie. Like, normally in the audiobook productions, they use audio from the films for like R2-D2 and anything that isn't somebody speaking. And so they would do that for Chewbacca. They just have like a library of Chewbacca, like grunts and roars and whatever.
And they just bung them in.
Mark Thompson does the things. and in this novel, it's one of the like non-canon novels now. Leia gets taken by Chewie to Kashyyyk to hide from like the Imperial remnant that's chasing her. And she meets the leader. No, he's not the leader. He's sort of a representative of the Wookiees, because humans hardly ever go to Kashyyyk, which I think is probably true of canon as well, the way they've used them in Revenge of the Sith and so on.
Yeah.
So they have a Wookiee, and it comes up to Leia, and it does a roar, and then it speaks basic, but in a Wookieish way.
Okay.
And Mark Thompson, he'll do a Wookiee, you know, the sound.
Yeah.
And then he does this speech in English, but like with the Wookiee vibe, and then does another little roar. And at first, when he first spoke, I was like, oh, he's just doing like the subtitles for us, if you know what I mean. Like, it probably says in italics in the novel.
Yeah, what's going on?
But then as the conversation goes on, you realise, no, Leia's actually hearing him speak basic. And it's like, how? Why is Chewbacca never spoken in basic? Has he got a speech impediment? And the Wookiee like representative explains that no, he is the Wookiee with the speech impediment. He's the only Wookiee who's got this speech impediment, which allows him to speak like basic.
Wow.
Such a great little plot twist. Shame they don't bring that into. They might bring it into canon. But yeah, Mark Thompson is really, really good at it. So I can imagine there are voice actors who can do it. Yeah. There's a comedian, isn't there? He used to be on Nevermind the Buzzcocks. Can't think what his name is. He used to do a really good one. He was a big Star Wars fan. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he did a good Chewbacca. But yeah, the three-way story is just it's just epic. Like the whole stuff with Luke and the Emperor. Can I drop in some of my Emperor lines now?
Emperor lines, go on then.
I mean, my initial thought, and I wrote this in capitals, was...
Then I'll tell you about the lightsaber battle.
Yes. I thought my original favourite line was going to be, you want this, don't you?
Oh,
when
yeah,
he's talking
yeah.
about this. Oh my gosh, his delivery. And then, I'm afraid that it's you that is mistaken about a great many things.
Yeah.
Which is the best like comeback after Luke says you're mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, I, to be fair, like Ian McDiarmid is 50% of why those lines are so epic.
Yeah.
I did read an interview or a story somewhere that like he was a bit tentative about it, and like he got cast,
Yeah.
and he didn't know quite how far he should go with it, and he sort of had a conversation with Lucas, and Luke just said, go as far as you like.
Go as far as like, be campy,
so
do it.
he did. And like any other actor, it may not have worked.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been just like 5% over. But I think because he does it with such absolute conviction.
Yeah.
And I love the way he continues. Like when I knew he was cast in the prequels, it made my life. My brain couldn't process like how can we have him, because he's really old, but he wasn't really old in Return of the Jedi. He was in his 40s or something.
Okay.
He was still very young, but they
Yeah.
obviously did all the makeup.
Yeah.
So which was perfect. I don't know if Lucas had in his mind at that point, if I'm going to do a prequel, I want him to be like Sheev Palpatine from Naboo. You know, this kind of like, yeah. Anyway, so tell me about the lightsaber.
Tell you about the lightsaber. We're more acrobatic now.
We are.
He's definitely learnt some stuff.
100%.
I could no longer do it, is what I'm saying. But controversially, last week I said that some of the things that Luke does, I could do.
Yeah, which I believe. I'm absolutely not going to question that. I know you. You are an acrobat.
But yeah, he gets a lot more like. He's a lot more agile this time, and there's a lot more kind of backflipping around. And even Vader is as well, actually. They both are a lot more. Yeah. There's a lot more kind of movement going on. So we've come a long way from the little tiny twirl of A New Hope, which I am never going to let die because it's so good.
Yeah. No, well, it's the origin story of, and this is going to be an ongoing thing. You know, we're going to get to, I mean, next film has got like Duel of the Fates. Like, what?
That's... We had our own Duel of the Fates once, actually. I need to tell you about that. Remind me to tell you about that.
Oh, yes. We'll keep that on for next time. I'm dying to hear about that.
But yeah, they were getting much more impressive, is what I said. And there's also, I did point out that Death Star 2.0 also has some safety rails.
Now you say that. Yes, you're right.
Because Vader has to throw them over safety rails, and there's a lot of like lobbing Luke around, and there are safety rails. And the Emperor as well, obviously. Spoiler alert.
Well, I think it's the Emperor's throne room.
Yeah. Oh, so he's got safety rails, right? Okay.
Yeah, the budget cut will stretch. We'll stretch as far as safety rails in the Emperor's throne room.
Great.
Yeah, pretty sure that's the reason. Yeah, it's a heck of a fight. I love the sort of like cat and mouse bit where he's hiding. There's a beautiful shot of him when he's hiding underneath, and like all you can see is like a quarter of his face.
Yes.
And it's like he's almost consumed by the dark.
Yeah.
Which is so cool because like he is on the brink. Yeah. As we see shortly after when he bursts out and we get that epic like pushing Vader onto the gantry thing.
Yeah.
Luke is almost using like fencing.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where they went rather than martial arts where they went in the prequels. It is definitely like a classical, almost like European kind of style. And he's just the bit where he's like laying into Vader and he's already like got Vader lying on the ground and he's just like beating the crap out of him. It's wild.
Yeah.
Which again, like it's Vader's story at this point. And like we're being asked to feel sympathy for a character that since we first saw him has supposed to have been like the arch evil. Yeah. And it's like that turnaround. Yeah, which kind of, I suppose the seeds of it were sown at the end of Empire when he connects with Luke via telepathy. Yeah. And we get a bit of sympathy for Vader at that point. Just like a little seed of it, which we can't quite believe because we're all still like reeling from having just been told that he's Luke's father. Yeah. But yeah, by this point, like the way Vader is shot, and there's that awesome shot, like right at the last minute when Palpatine's like got his lightning bolts going full blast on Luke, and Luke's squealing like, it's his last seconds.
Yeah.
And the camera pushes in on Vader.
Yeah.
And it's just this like...
And obviously his face can't move. It's a mask.
Yeah. So motivated camera, like to help us with that story.
Yeah.
I mean, we're also seeing like the light flicker and reflect off his mask, which is like another way that's making us feel his conflict and like really rubbing it in that we're seeing him watch his son be murdered.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep.
But then at that point, the Emperor's just kind of been like, time for you to murder your father and come and replace him. So at that point, he's like, Vader's got to be a bit like, hang on.
Yeah, no, I think he's realizing the Emperor is like absolutely deranged, which we've known. Yeah. We've all known for so many years now, but watching it again. Yeah. Another, like, I think out of the 3 films, this film is the one that I dislike the special editions. Like I talked earlier about Lapti Nek, which is the original Jabba's Palace song with Sice Noodles. I'm going to also refer you to Exhibit 2, which is the like Ewok song at the end is all kinds of wrong. The original Ewok song is super fun. And again, we had to watch that after we'd watched on YouTube. Fortunately, there's loads of them on YouTube. But there's just one bit where just before Vader picks up the Emperor, he says no a couple of times. And it's clearly like, I don't even know if it was in the original special editions that came out in the late 90s. I think it's since Revenge of the Sith, when he does the controversial no at the end of Revenge of the Sith, when he's first been put into the costume. Yeah, and he's like crying about Padme. No, and everyone like jokes about that. And I'm not a massive fan of that bit. It's my favourite of the prequels, but I'm not sure about that bit.
I'm not sure about
that. But they've taken those no's almost like directly and put them on this bit. And like it wasn't there before, and you did not need it.
No,
like it was so beautiful that Vader in silence staggers forward, picks up the Emperor and throws him down the pit. It was just so good.
I did write that the Emperor falls victim to the lack of safety rails.
He really does,
although Vader does lob him over one, so there was at least a tiny bit of one.
Yeah, he just misjudged.
But I didn't remember the no.
No,
and then when I watched it today, I was like, what?
Yeah, I think it's an addition. I think it's definitely an addition that's happened recently. I mean, there are constantly tweaks being made. The hand shooting Greedo thing has been changed a bazillion times now. It's like they both shoot each other at the same time, guys, it's fine. Which is trying to please everybody, which not sure Lucasfilm are very good at that. A few tiny we're right near the end of the film. We've almost gone through in order, which is not like
impressive.
How we've done this before, but it's kind of a good way. We're feeling our people.
Impressive.
Luke's, have you seen this? There's like a story about this online somewhere about Luke's, throughout the whole film, Luke is in black. And then just in the last scene where he's dragged his father to the shuttle and he's about to take his helmet off, and you realise that his like black thing has come open and there's like a pale grey thing underneath.
Oh, I didn't clock that.
And the idea is that throughout the film, Luke's like Jedi-ness is in question. Yeah. From the first time we see him, and he force chokes some Gamorrean guards. Yeah. Which is a dark side
trick. Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely not something a Jedi ever does. Yeah. We didn't know that at the time, but looking back on it, it's a thing, and I don't know how conscious all of that was. But I think we see like Luke's redeemed his father, or helped his father redeem himself. Yeah. And in doing so has like achieved his final trial, which is to face his father. Yeah. And so the coat opens and it's got like the light side on the inside. Oh, so like he was always light inside. Yeah. It's just that we've been seeing him with this black. Is he going to turn?
Is he? Is he, isn't he?
I mean, it's hard for us to like, because we've seen it so many times. Yeah. The first time you saw it, you didn't know if he's going to turn, because like the Emperor is very persuasive.
Very persuasive and right there.
As Vader dies, we get the Imperial March on a harp. Yeah. Very high harp strings. Yeah. Ding, ding.
That was lovely.
So good. Mark Hamill crushes this film. I really feel
Yeah,
like he really brings Luke to where we need him.
he does, because he's so. I find him bordering on annoying for the other two.
Yeah. And some of that's like his character's purposefully written like that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Whereas this, and a lot of that, I think, is his acting had just, like, he'd done a lot of stuff by this point. Whereas when he did A New Hope, he hadn't done very much. So
Yeah.
it was a good learning curve for him. And by this point, the scene at the Ewok party when he's there and the way he's just burned his dad's body and like gone back to the party and reconnected with everyone, like the way he greets Lando and the others, and so good. Shout out to Wedge, by the way, who's like, he's survived all of them films.
Yeah, that's impressive. Not many of them did.
And he survives onwards. We have him. He's in the Aftermath trilogy. We see him in Rise of Skywalker briefly. Played by Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Is he?
Yeah. Which is absolutely surreal. Did you have any? I think we've done most of the questions that I normally ask along the way. Have you got any additional questions?
I noticed again in this one we've got some more whooping of great loss of life.
So disturbing.
Really freaks me out. I don't like it.
Yeah, like all the Mon Calamaris behind Akbar. Akbar's showing a bit of like respect when the Superstar Destroyer crashes down.
Yeah.
That's like tens of thousands of
lives.
Thousands
of people.
And he's given it a good bit of like the burden of war. Yeah. And in the background, all the other Mon Cals are just like leaping around, screaming in joy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in the heat of battle,
throes of battle.
So I don't really know.
Funny that. No, it just feels wrong.
It does feel a bit,
wrong a little bit. And the only other thing we haven't talked about is Yoda, really.
Yeah.
Yoda in this one.
Yeah, we skipped that middle bit.
He's had a bit of a personality shift again.
Yeah.
He's back to being a bit more serious.
I think he knows his minutes from death.
Have you seen the meme about parenting?
The seagulls. Oh, no.
The meme about
I'm talking about the bad lip reading.
Which is... Now that I'm a parent, I finally understand. I'm not a parent, by the way, but there's a meme that says, now that I'm a parent, I finally understand why Yoda just dies after Luke asks too many questions. He gets so tired of answering Luke's questions, he just dies.
I may have seen that. I remember when The Force Awakens came out, there was a meme of like Yoda when he's lying on his side with the blanket, saying, "The Force Awakens. The Force needs a few more minutes."
Yeah, so good.
And okay. While we're on memes, there's a meme of Jodrod, I think it is.
Oh yeah.
Or is it Admiral Peart? No, it's Admiral Peart, and he says, "It's an older code, sir, but it checks out."
Oh yeah.
Which is when, and there's like it's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. It's a meme that you see in comment sections underneath a meme that's a bit of an old meme. Love it. So how does Jedi rank with you now? Last week, I think you said Jedi was your favourite, and I was kind of in agreement.
Yeah, I think it might be. I think for all of the above listed, we've talked about this for an hour and 20 minutes now. So for all of the above kind of reasons, I think it is my favorite, and I think it was my favorite as a kid because I think it's the one I watched over and over again, and that may have been kind of through dark fascination. We're not going to get into my psychology because I definitely did go towards things that scared me. Yeah, I think it might be my favorite of these three.
Yeah, me too. I think. I mean, I always used to say A New Hope, but that was sort of almost habit.
Yeah.
But actually, if you sat me down and said, which one do you want to watch? I'd probably say Jedi. It's just such a beautifully paced movie. It's non-stop. There's fun. There's like violence. There's like very intense drama. And, it's good. And the romance stuff. It's great. Yeah, I love all of it.
Yeah.
And Leia just being I think Leia as a badass, it really brings me
that does it.
To this film.
There's still something about romance in Star Wars that really does something to me, and I think it's that whole talked about it last time, and being unable to watch scenes because I was a kid. And I think I still have some like hang-ups about some of the romance bits, and it's not like current hang-ups, it's like childhood hang-ups that come back up when I watch it again.
Okay.
And I go, no, can't handle that.
I mean,
I don't know why.
as we'll see in a couple of weeks' time when we do Attack of the Clones.
Oh God, no!
Like we've all been scarred by George Lucas's writing and directing.
Yeah, maybe that's
to be
what the
fair,
problem
much
is.
as I love all Star Wars, there are some moments in Attack of the Clones, particularly the romance bits, that are like, oh gosh, and
unwatchable.
it's kind of unknown. It's another meme. I don't like sand. I even saw a meme about something to do with I don't like sand today. And I was like,
Great.
We're never going to let that one go.
No.
as a kid watching Han and Leia, I don't know, I think I probably just glazed over.
Yeah.
A little bit, but in self-defense probably because I was similar to you, a little kid, and didn't want to have to deal with that.
No.
Although I guess by the time Empire came out, I was 7. And I think I was quite mature for my age at 7, like not emotionally, but like in some ways. So maybe I could deal with it. I don't know.
No, it's taken me a long time to be able to deal with it. We'll track it.
Yeah.
We'll track it. We'll see how uncomfortable Attack of the Clones
we
makes
know where
me
it's
feel.
going. It's going to make you feel very uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
Oh, I can't wait. I love them all so much.
Yeah, I think this one's my favourite. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, let's go for now.
For now,
I'm going to have a bit of like when we get to Revenge of the Sith, because I do love that one.
Interesting.
For different reasons,
Okay.
which we'll get into then. I don't think the sequels are going to upset the flow in this, but Rogue One and Solo might.
Oh, controversial.
They are very, very good films.
Yeah,
They're pretty much both flawless. Like I can't think of any bad things to say about either of them. Whereas all of the other 6 films, there are a few things where you're like, well, I'll gloss over it because I'm a Star Wars lover.
That bit.
Yeah, they're only little bits.
Yeah, fair.
Well, this was amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Such good times about Return of the Jedi. And thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
Supporting the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe.
And all those things.
Yeah, give us a review if you can. Share, tell your friends. That's the best thing.
You can tell your friends. You can leave reviews that we may or may not read, depending on how nice you are.
Oh, we'll 100% read.
She says.
Branwen
will read them. I won't.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. If you've got Star Wars friends.
Yes.
And like send us messages on Insta.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear what you think.
Other people's memories of these films.
Yeah, we're being like really self-indulgent just talking about.
If you're another bisexual woman or pansexual person who agrees, we're going to get the numbers, who has thoughts about Leia dressed as a bounty hunter. If you've been affected by any of the costumes seen in Return of the Jedi.
We'll be back next week. We're going to be delving into Phantom Menace.
Oh my God, I was sentient for this one.
Love it. I was living it large in London at this point.
Ooh.
Having a whale of a time.
There we go.
Going with my cool London friends to Marble Arch to watch it.
Well, we'll talk about that next week.
We will. Okay, until then.
Bye.
Bye.